Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New
New
Year.
Year. Can't believe it, eh? 2024 flew by so freaking fast.
100%.
Very fast, man. When did we start this podcast as well?
Oh man, that's a good question. May? Was it May?
I think it was a bit after that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. There was a few hiccups, on, who's going to do the editing? You do the
Oh
editing.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then I don't think I actually... No, I don't think I actually released the first episode because you edited the first episode.
Yes.
And I
yes.
wanted to build some hype and put out some shorts first. But
Yeah, I remember that.
there were a few hiccups from my dad going into the hospital to get his knee surgery done and
And some like audio issues as well.
audio issues, and we were just going through the whole rabbit hole of problems.
Yeah, it was a transition period as well because I feel like I was starting a new job.
Yeah,
I felt like a lot was happening in that period.
exactly. And we weren't even sure if we had like a permanent recording.
Oh yeah,
space as well.
there was a period where we were like going from like one spot to the next,
Dude,
like every
We
single
were just
week.
opening doors, see which
Yeah,
was
so
not locked.
bad. Yeah, for some context, like our first episode, the one that sounded like it was recorded in a cave with like mad echo, we recorded it in a co-working space called Whatso that we work from sometimes, and we were gonna use that room again on the second episode, but we weren't because it was very echoey.
Because it was so echoey.
So
yeah.
we're like, oh good, there's like a much better room at the back, and then like we tried opening it, door wouldn't open. The one next to it that was identical wouldn't open. And we're just scrambling around.
Trying to find a space.
Yeah, yeah. And we found like that soundproofed one, which was really good.
Yes,
The
Yeah,
that was
soundproofed
really
one with the pink couch.
Yeah, it's good background as well. Really good background.
Very, very good background. Very, very good recording space. But do you remember
was-
what happened?
There was,
Was
like
it?
a vacuum. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah, it
lady
was loud.
vacuuming, right?
No, it wasn't that. It was my mic. It was disconnected.
Oh, yep.
Remember
Really?
that?
Yeah,
yeah.
So the
Yeah.
audio is actually
Yeah.
terrible as well.
Yeah.
We used the camera mic, even though we had this like mad acoustic room.
Yeah.
Basically, like I think I was probably fiddling with my wiring, or maybe I just kicked it, but it disconnected for like the first 35 minutes of the podcast, and I think I just fiddled around with the thing again.
I just came back.
It came back. Yeah, we were like
Forgot about that.
scrambling because we were trying to be like very proactive and decided to do some work, and I was like doing some shorts for stuff, or like just fixing up the Instagram, and then Justin was like editing right next to me, and then he was like, bro, the audio's fucked.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like the only ones in that co-working space, and like just working on a Saturday night, and
It's
you were
on
like
the grind, bro. What
on the
hell?
grind, yeah, and you were like, the audio's fucked, and then I was like, damn, we might have to refilm it, and I texted this guy on the group chat like, oh, we're gonna have to refilm it, bro. But we ended up salvaging the camera audio, which explains why the audio was terrible again.
Good
on
thing
the
we had the
second
backup though. It's like better
Yeah.
to have like worse quality, but not having
Yeah.
to film it again. 'Cause I feel like the second time you film it, you're trying to like recapture the magic.
Yeah,
and it never
yeah.
works.
I wasn't keen to do that either, and like, I don't think it would have been.
It wouldn't have been as good.
It
For sure.
wouldn't have been as good. It would have been more of a chore. Like, oh damn, I had to do this just to do this.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
probably sense it through the camera.
The vibes would be off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a really good episode too. It was the travel episode.
It was a travel episode, and to talk more about that, we actually went traveling about couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we came back like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks
Yep.
ago now.
So where did we go, bro?
Went to Vietnam and we spent a little bit of time in Thailand. It's pretty good. It was, honestly, I wouldn't say much needed. I wasn't that stressed, but it was really fun.
But
and
still
I-
very welcomed.
Still very welcome. But honestly, leading up to it, it didn't hit me until I was at the airport
Yep.
and then actually checking in. 'Cause I feel like flights never really hit me, but it was really fun and
Mhm.
I really enjoyed it.
What did you guys get up to?
Yeah, what did we get up to? You can answer that.
Yeah, well, I thought it was more stressful than relaxing, bro. Like, bit of
Oh,
context, we were traveling with our families, our parents. We haven't traveled with them I personally haven't traveled overseas with them for like maybe over 6 years, 7 years now. I know Edwin went to the US with them right before
Right before
big C
COVID
word
hit,
hit.
yeah.
and it was just stressful because like trying to get around in Vietnam, like with elderly parents. Our dad like got one knee operated on, so the left knee is all sweet, but the right one still needs to be operated on. So he's just like hopping around, a little bit slow, and just dealing with their like temper tantrum sometimes as well, and being like strict Asian parents. They like my dad like likes to go off sometimes, so it was pretty it was pretty stressful, man. And like also making sure that he was all right as well, because like you do have to walk a lot, especially at the airports. So I've always just like like making sure he's all right and trying to just get the best route for him to make sure he doesn't have to tire himself out. But at the same time, he's so stubborn, and he doesn't like to bring his what do you call it? He bring his cane out, his walking stick.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't need it. I can walk there. It's fine. But then halfway, he's like, oh, fuck, I'm pretty tired. So it's like so stressful because of that.
Yeah, but in his defense, honestly, a cane doesn't really help that much. Because like
Really?
I have I've had a bad ankle, so I got an ankle injury not so long ago, and I've used the cane. It doesn't. Honestly, I would rather not have the cane. It doesn't help.
Really?
It honestly slows me down. I would say it slows me down.
But it doesn't hurt you as much, right?
Maybe because I don't fully know how to use it the most effectively. I don't know how to effectively use it to its full potential, but from how I've been using it, it wasn't too helpful. Unless I use double crotches.
It's a user error.
Then yeah, maybe it's a user error. Maybe it's a me problem. I don't know.
No, but what do we do though? Like it was like besides all that stressful stuff, it was still pretty nice to go away with our family. Like especially to their motherland. Like I don't know if we would call it. We can call it the motherland, but like ethnically, technically, we're not Vietnamese. But our parents were born there. It's like same with Justin's, right?
It's always such a mission to explain to people like
Right.
what my ethnicity is, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Chinese, but then like, oh, so your parents are from China? No, they're from Vietnam. And then the people they just think I'm dumb or something.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go through this whole thing like, oh no, like my great grandparents, they're from China, and then they lived in like Chinese communities in Vietnam, and then they come here, and then the whole thing.
It's
But I would consider myself Chinese. I don't speak Vietnamese. I don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I like to avoid that conversation sometimes because I just don't want to go through explaining that whole thing again. And I like, so then sometimes like, oh, I'm half Chinese, half Vietnamese. Like, oh, which one of your parents are? Who's Viet and who's Chinese? And I was like,
There's no winning.
Like, don't worry about it, bro. Yeah. So we're like ethnically Chinese, but our parents are born in Vietnam, and so were their parents, and potentially their parents as well. So there's just like a big Chinese community there, well, at the time. But yeah, we're going back to their motherland and seeing how things are, like how different the lifestyle is there. Like they're making a lot more money over there now though, but it's still not comparable to like the Western lifestyle. And there's a big like wealth disparity. Also, when we went to see our parents, like old places, so where they grew up, it was like pretty ghetto, bro.
Very, very ghetto. Like it was like,
I think our mums was all right.
Our mums are still pretty bad. Like it was when I was walking around, I was like, whoa, this is.
What are we picturing here? Is it like a village, or is it still in the city?
It's in the city.
It's still bustling, yeah. But
So,
it's just very, very run down.
Right.
Like it's like it hasn't been. Like someone built it and no one's been taking care of the place. They just live there and do whatever they want to it.
Yeah, I think a good way to imagine it would be like I don't know, Flemington markets. Like there's like a bunch of like fruit stores and fruit.
Okay.
Imagine like that, like people selling fruits and maybe some foods and shit, but a lot more ghetto. And it's just so our mom lived in District 5, but so it's basically just imagine a fruit store similar to like Flemington markets, but a little bit more dingy, and then maybe a noodle cart.
Yeah.
Like a cart that's like noodles and shit, and then maybe like a little mechanic store that's like the size of someone's lounge room, and then that just copy and paste.
Yeah.
And then,
heaps of that.
And it smells like you just smell. It smells like caramel, right? Like,
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just heaps of that.
Were there actual buildings as well, or was that it?
Well, there are buildings. There's just a lot of like, let's say our house. Let's say our house would make up this like the length would make up like 5 stores.
Yeah.
Maybe even more, bro. Because there'll be like stores like where the house is or where the buildings are, but then there'll also be little carts, like some guy fixing watches, some guy freaking selling cigarettes, some person just like selling noodles or drinks and stuff. So yeah, it's just really, really like compact and congested, and yeah, it's just like so fucking busy, man, because there's like motorbikes going everywhere, people like honking all the time just to like get people to piss off the way, like, and it's so hard to cross there because no one stops for you, and yeah, it's just a lot of that, and like you can also see the poverty, right? Because
Yeah.
there are people like I think they're like subleasing, or I don't know what the situation is, but my mom explained it, where they just like rent out this tiny little spot outside a person's place, and then they'll put like cardboard or something just to like block off the public street view, and they just put a little bed in there and they just sleep there.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What the?
like I saw a bunch of that. Like I saw one where it's like a tiny, narrow as shop. Like I don't know what they I don't know what they sold. I think they sold drinks like out of an esky, and they sold cigarettes and stuff, but inside was just like rubbish and like cans and like just bags and bags of like random shit. And I think their little business is just like they have a little cigarette cart at the front, and they just sell drinks out of an esky, but like no one was buying.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So
That's crazy. What the hell?
yeah, bro. It's
Put things in perspective then, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, and most people don't really see that. Like, I remember I asked my mate, he didn't even know what I was like. Oh, did you go to District 1? Because he went Saigon earlier this year to Ho Chi Minh. I was like, oh, were you at District 1? He was like, I don't know, I was in the city. and then he was like, oh, it was really nice there,
Yeah.
but he wasn't where we were, because we stayed around where our parents lived,
Yeah.
and then that's where we saw a lot of that stuff. Because
Yeah.
we visited District 1, which is
yeah.
the main city area, and it was really nice.
It was
Right.
super nice.
was really
man. Luxury
nice, yeah.
stores and stuff. Like
Okay.
I think sometimes like if you just forget that you're in Vietnam, like sometimes if you walk past all these luxury stores, you're just like, oh, I'm like kind of in like Australia. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of feels like Australia. Like yeah, if you just blindfolded someone, just threw them there, like right next to Hermes and all that stuff, like they probably wouldn't guess that they're in Vietnam until they just look around and they see a bunch of like Asian people.
Yeah. Okay. So the main city, the touristy area,
Yeah.
feels like a city in Australia,
Yeah.
but like the more like niche areas, I guess, that you
Yeah.
would need to you would need someone who knows where they're going.
Mhm.
Like,
yeah,
take you
yeah,
there.
yeah. Like the city is it's like you're in town hall. It's just filled with Asians.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
heaps of, like Regent's Place. There's just heaps of Asians.
Yeah.
Maybe a few.
It might
a
be.
few white
It's
people here
still
and
like a
there.
little bit dirtier and like smellier than like Australia, and also the
Yeah.
air is like super humid as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very very like modern, very nice.
Mm.
Yeah,
And how was the food?
the food was
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
very,
Like
very good.
because there you can get a pho for like maybe $5-6, $3 for like an average pho.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You come back here. Honestly, now I'm a lot more mindful to the quality like of the food. I would compare it to how like the pho lay
Mhm.
was in Vietnam, and I had a pho the other day. Probably it was $20, and I had it. I was like, damn, this sucks. This is not that good. And maybe
Really?
I've just been more conscious to Vietnamese food and how they compare to Vietnam now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, thinking about it, it's like, oh,
yeah,
to like the best one you had
Yeah.
over there and stuff.
yeah. Maybe I just wasn't as mindful before, but now I really pay attention to the quality of the food and how it tastes, how it compares.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Just Vietnamese food though.
Yeah. Well, we missed out on a lot of good eats, bro. Because like you said, we stayed in District 5. I wouldn't say it's like a mad touristy area. There are some like Chinese people and stuff that stayed there. Like I heard some people speaking Chinese, Cantonese and stuff at our hotel that we stayed at. But I think they're just like they're in that same situation where they probably just like dipped from Vietnam like during or after the war, and they're just coming back to visit. So and then they just go back to their nostalgic hometown. But like a bit of context, my girlfriend also went on the same trip, but with her family, because we bought the tickets at the same time because they were on sale. But we split ways when we landed in Ho Chi Minh City. She went on to do her own thing with her family. Like Edmund and I went to do our own thing, and then we like met up later on at Fulwook. But yeah, like we stayed in like District 5 the whole time, and it's just like I said, copy and paste of those stores. But then we went to District 1 like later on, like maybe after Fulwook, about like 2 weeks or a week and a half later.
Yeah.
we first stepped into District 1, and it was like she was telling us all the good food that she had in District 1. Like there was a freaking pasta place that everyone goes to. It's called 4Ps. Four Ps, and I saw photos of it. Looks like this nice, like Italian fine dining, and they were like, "Bro, this is one of the best Italian joints I've ever been to."
In Vietnam.
Vietnam, yeah, and like many other friends that I've spoken to, like, "Oh yeah, Four Ps, the pasta's so good," and like even like I look at my Instagram feed, and there's a lot of people on my that I follow, like people that are friends or even influencers. I see that they're in Ho Chi Minh City, and like all of them are going to Four Ps as well because it's all over TikTok. So like, it's a shame that we missed out on that sort of stuff. But Vietnam definitely has a lot to offer in terms of food outside of their own food.
Yeah, I feel like most of our trips when we do go with family, we're very restricted to like a certain area. I remember one time we went to Hong Kong when I was like 13, like 10 years ago. And I remember on the way to the airport, going home, we drove past all these stores and we were like, what the hell? Why do we not see it? Do you remember that?
Nah.
I remember you pointing it out. You were like, what the hell? Why do we not see that? Because we stuck to a very similar, like, we did go sightseeing, but we spent most of our time in like just places closer to us, just places that are a bit more familiar, and places that our parents wanted to go to.
Yeah.
But I wish, well, I was 13 at the time, so I didn't really have to say. But it would have been good if we went out and explored a bit more. That would have been amazing.
I see.
But it is what it is. Go back.
Exactly. One thing as well is that our parents were really cautious of us going out. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be going out yourself." I'm like, bro, I'm freaking 27. Man. Like, you don't speak Vietnamese. That's why you need me to come with you because I speak Vietnamese. I'm like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we should. And then towards the tail end of the trip, they started getting a bit more lax, and then we took like a Grab scooter. Like they use Grab over there, similar to Uber. Like Grab scooter, just go straight to District 1, go wherever we want. So yeah, like that, we could have just went ourselves and yeah. But we didn't like miss out on that much because we ended up going anyway. So
yeah. Do you feel like your parents are like that, Justin? Like, do you feel like you get, when you do travel with family, do you feel like you're a bit more restricted?
I think so. But I think if I decided to like, no, I'm just going to go like District 1 or something, I think that would be pretty chill. They would be like, oh, look after yourself or something.
Yeah.
But if I was like, if I went to with their plan, I think it would be like very similar.
Yeah. Have you been to Vietnam before?
Never.
Never, really?
I'd love to, yeah.
But your parents are born in Vietnam?
They are, yeah.
Oh.
Your parents would have gone back, right?
Actually, the first time they've ever gone back was this year, or like 2024, yeah. So
First time ever,
bro.
Wow.
They just never like found the time to or something. But like there was a family thing that happened, and then they decided, gonna go with all of their siblings. So it was like the cutest thing. Just all the aunts and uncles on my mum's side, they just got together on a trip and just went back to Vietnam.
Wow.
And they seem to really enjoy it. I think.
Yeah.
Something about like just seeing where they grew up.
Yeah.
Like home kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, our dad and mum are doing pretty similar things. So
Yeah.
in February this year, so pretty much 2 months after our trip, they're gonna go. Our aunties and uncles are gonna go Vietnam, and my dad was like, "Hey, they're going back. Let's go back too."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the hell?" It's only been like it was literally like a week after we came back.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
They enjoyed
he's
it that
keen.
much then.
Enjoyed it.
I think it's just the fact that they're going back and that
Yeah.
they have people to hang out with.
Yeah.
And also they like my dad has a bunch of homies there, you know. My mom too. So like at the end of our trip, literally the second last day, my dad he planned this like weeks in advance, like as soon as we landed, or maybe even like prior to when we even got there. He asked one of our relatives to organize a banquet dinner, like a seafood banquet dinner at like some nice as like Chinese seafood restaurant, and he invited like 50 people. Like
Wow.
50 people that he used to hang out with and still talk to, and a bunch of relatives.
I don't know if I could get 50 people here.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I was like, who the hell are all these people? And yeah, he's just like, oh man, didn't have enough time to hang out with this bloke, and like only got coffee with him, and like there's just a bunch of people that he didn't have the chance to hang out with. So he's just gonna go back and do what he needs to do, and also he's gonna go back and be, you know Choi Sun, Chai Shin, the Chinese god that gives money on Chinese New Year. The guy with the long ass beard. and the
I
mustache.
think so. I think I've seen it on
Yeah.
the Red Pockets.
Yeah, the red
Yeah,
part. That's
yeah.
right. So he's gonna go back and be Choi Sun, like meaning because
Ah.
then when we went to visit his place and his like neck of the woods when he was a kid, bro, he was like fucking handing money out like boom,
Yeah.
boom, like he was like Tic Tacs, bro. He was handing,
But
handing it out.
yeah. Like it wasn't like he was like there and he was like, oh hey, have
Yeah,
this, have
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like
it wasn't
Yeah.
that.
we would go there and then there was one lady that he knew and
Yep.
then he was just like, right here, have this.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming she went out and was like, hey, there's someone giveaway buddy. Just
Give it away, buddy. Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
do you remember this kid? And
Yeah.
then they came in. They like
They
just
came
started
in.
flocking in.
Yeah.
Because we were sitting inside his neighbor's house, like a little lounge room there with the door open, and because he knew that neighbor, and also like that neighbor, his relatives and stuff live in Australia, so my
Yeah.
dad knows them and all that. So yeah, we were sitting in there chit chatting and stuff, and then you would see them just like come in, like they would just like poke their head in and they come in and like,
Oh, hello.
"Oh, hi, how are you?" And then my dad was like, bro, I don't know who this person is. And then, but turns out one lady that came in, who my dad thought was like, trying to pretend like she knew him. He actually knew who she was later. But then as we were walking out, there was like a lady calling my dad's name. He's like, oh, it's like, is that you? Like, Kung. And then he's like, yeah, it is. Hello. And then my dad's like, fucking this. She doesn't know me, bro. Like, she doesn't know me. Like, she's like super young as well. Like, she wouldn't have known me.
Yeah.
Like, it's the other old lady telling her what my name is. Yeah. But he said he's gonna, because apparently he didn't have smaller notes. Like, I think he
Yeah.
gave them like 200K,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
about like $10 or something, $11.
Yeah.
And it's a lot for them because it's like a very povo area. But like $10, $11, not that much for us. But for them, like
$10 each hit.
Yeah,
Goes pretty
each hit.
quick though.
It does go pretty
Yeah.
quick. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But he's gonna go back like with some smaller notes, maybe like
okay.
maybe still like 200K, because like he had like 3 200Ks and then he had just a bunch of like 500Ks in his.
Oh
which
wow.
is like $30 each.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, did he end up giving it to that lady? Or did he give it?
The one they called, no, he just like walked away because we were leaving anyway.
Yeah,
and-
because I remember we went and then you guys stopped for a bit.
Yeah.
It was because of that lady.
Because of that lady, yeah. And then
Damn.
he's gonna go back and maybe with a money gun. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, that was our trip, man. But felt like I forgot that I didn't do an intro. Like I realized I didn't do an intro, but
Yeah.
I'll do a quick one right
Do you
now.
even need
You know,
one?
we were just talking about our trip and everything. But as you can see, like it's a bit of a casual episode today. But welcome back to another episode of Backdoor Banter, episode 11. And today, like as you can tell, we were just catching up because we haven't seen each other. Maybe I saw Justin the other day for New Year's, and
Yeah,
if you didn't catch our live as well, like we were on live together for New Year's Day.
Yeah.
New Year's Day.
I wasn't there. I
Wasn't
was watching Squid
He was
Game.
watching Squid Game.
yeah.
Like, what the hell, bro?
I wasn't invited to the party, so like,
You could have like joined
but I was invited to the Netflix party.
the Netflix party. Yeah, well, you could have joined the
Yeah.
live still, but you decided to watch Squid Game, bro.
But like, cause there were other people in the room. I didn't want to like.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
just you and your girlfriend.
No, and also my girlfriend's sister was in there as well.
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
Very fair.
Squid Game was pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 2's worth watch. It's been sitting
Yeah.
on my Netflix staring at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Gotta
it's
pull the
pretty
trigger.
good. If you are like, if you.
Oh wait, so you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good, bro.
It's pretty good. Okay.
You gotta watch it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I finished that in like a day and a half with.
Oh,
Just me.
really?
binge worthy.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bit of a chill episode. Like,
Yeah.
I guess we're just going to talk about 2024 and kind of what we're looking forward to 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What we're looking forward to for sure. So we've covered some holidays that we went to. We're like about the podcast origins and all that. But how was everyone else's 2024?
If you could if you had to describe it in like one word or phrase, how was your 2024?
Honestly, I'm gonna say undisciplined.
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 No.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Why is that? Yeah.
Okay, so throughout my whole life, I've never, of course, remote work has only come in recently because of COVID. But now that I've had a taste of remote work,
Yep.
I feel like it's become a bit of a double-edged sword. I guess, in the sense that when you go into the office, it's a bit hard. You have to get up earlier. Since we live a bit further from the city, it's pretty much 2 hours out of your day just because of travel. But I feel like now that I'm fully remote, I've become like a lot more relaxed, and as a result, like other parts of my life just slips up a bit, and I wish I need to regain myself. Like I start getting up later on the weekends. I stopped. Like I probably go gym less now than when I did when I have to work like on site.
Really?
Which is
That's so ironic because you've got so much more time.
I know.
that's
It's
true.
weird.
Yeah. I 100% get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Like when you're forced to get up and go to work, you're just in the habit of like you get up at 6:30, 7,
Yeah.
and you just stick with it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you work from home, you just roll out of bed 8:59 for your 9 p.m. meeting, 9 a.m. meeting. You're just not in the zone.
Yeah, like I did definitely get myself back in because before this, those of you guys that don't know, I was working in warehousing where I had to get up my shift started at 5:30 a.m. So I had to get up at like 4:30 a.m. every day.
Wow.
And I would be that guy that's like, when someone's like, oh, I have to wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow, I'm like, bro, that's easy as I wake up at 4:30 every single day. Like, that's so easy. Now I've become the guy that I'm roasting, talking shit about, which is not good. Like not good at all. Yeah, but next end of 2025 episode, it will be disciplined.
I'll change that with okay, I love that.
Well, you know what? Like, we did try to get out of the house a little bit, and like Justin, like all three of us actually, because we would used to go to Watso, and that helped with the routine. Because like I honestly feel the same with like working from home. You're just like sometimes like I go like a whole week without leaving the house. You know, like especially if I don't like if I'm decided to be a bit lazy that week and not train or anything. I'm just like stuck in the house for like 2 days, 3 days, and it feels a bit like it feels overwhelming. Actually, funny thing because it's your own house, but like you work in that same environment as well, and like it feels overwhelming to leave the house. That's what I meant. Like, overwhelming to leave the house. So yeah, you work in here and you just like stay in here for like 2-3 days, and then when you go out and like you get that first like hit of sunlight and
like the frog in the well.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck?
Exactly. And then like people walking past you, and you think they're staring at you and stuff. Like sometimes I get that, man, if I don't leave the house, and like sometimes I also get that at when I go train as well, especially when we go do combat sports. Like you have to interact with people. So like I get there and I'm like, oh, bro, a bit weird. But then obviously afterwards, like after I hit some pads, after I roll around a bit, if I feel normal again. Yeah, after I start interacting. But that first interaction, as soon as I step in, I was like, oh man, like, feel a bit overwhelmed. But
true, bro.
I think we should bring back the co-working days. I don't know about you, Justin, how you're.
Or even if it's not a co-working day, we can just do like a day where we get up in the morning earlier, we like meet up somewhere in the area, or go
do a run or something.
Or do a run. I can't really run because I have a broken ankle.
We'll do a walk.
This ankle's like taking way too long to hit wheel. Yeah, maybe I
can.
can.
Bear crawl. Yeah.
I'll just drive.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. 2025 goal.
Yeah.
We'll bring back the co-working days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or even just like a run in the morning. But that'll definitely help with like
even just a walk. A walk is good.
Yeah, just the walk is good as well.
Just wake up, a bit of a chat, get some sunlight.
Yeah.
Do the who's Huberman? He's the guy who's
the morning routine.
The morning like sunlight.
Yep.
Yeah. Is Huberman? Does he recommend you to sun your balls as well?
No, that's the other guy. That's the guy who was on steroids but didn't admit it.
Liver King.
Liver King.
Yeah. Don't talk shit about Huberman like that.
Huberman's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sun your balls is pretty good. I feel like there will be a lot of benefits to it.
I don't know, bro.
I've never tried it.
Right there, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad sleeps there.
I'm just pointing at the veranda.
I think you get arrested before you reap any benefits from it.
Yeah. What about you, Lawrence? One word or phrase.
I think it was a bit messy.
Messy.
Yeah. Because yeah, so much shit was happening in 2024. Like, got a promotion, which was good, but then, like, I honestly don't think I was fully prepared for the role. Like, no fault of my companies, but also, like, I think partly was due to company wanting to promote me because I've been there for X amount of years. But then don't think the right training was there, and the way that the setup was in terms of territory wasn't right for me, and also like myself as well. I think I think I was expecting myself to step up too much, and then like now that I'm reflecting, like maybe I could have stepped up a bit more and maybe reached out more and learnt more from others. But I don't know. It was a little bit messy, like my role, and it's getting better now, like as I'm being more familiar with it and all that. But besides the new role, I think like our dad getting operated on was a big one. Like even though it wasn't a life-threatening surgery, like it was a corrective procedure that he was on the waiting list for to fix up his knee. Like I think he's just a bit of a weaker guy. He's older, like, and his recovery was a lot slower than others. And like it didn't help when my mom was saying like, oh yeah, the lady did a double knee reconstruction next to him. Like the one lady next to him, she did a double knee reconstruction, and she's like full chilling right now, and she's been like learning how to walk again. It's like only been like 5 days. Like what the fuck? And like my dad's still like after like a whole week, he's still laying on the bed like I need some painkillers and shit. And yeah, that was a pretty like stressful time because
you didn't plan for that. It just comes at you, right?
Exactly.
While you're like handling the rest of life.
Yeah, man. And like our mom had to go like see him every day just to give him some food and stuff because he doesn't like eating like boiled chicken breast and peas and carrots in the hospital. So yeah,
cold mashed potatoes.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not fun to eat. So yeah, she was visiting him every day, staying there for like hours and hours. So obviously he's a lot better now, but yeah, I think because he neglected his physical activity prior to doing that, so he's like wasn't able to like pull himself up from that little assistance thing, like to get off the bed. So yeah, that was a pretty stressful time because he was just looked so weak after the surgery.
Yeah,
it's tough seeing your dad like get weaker, get older, get weaker.
Yeah,
like we're getting a bit older as well now. We're almost 30, so I guess it's kind of that time. And it's a different experience, bro.
Yeah. Hey, 3 years away is not almost, bro. 3 years away.
2 for me.
Yeah. But yeah, like also like my like fitness as well was like up and down. I think like part of it was just the change in routine a lot, especially when like dad went through that surgery, kind of threw off like throughout all the training out the window. Like couldn't really go because we had to go visit him every night, and just a bunch of other stuff, man. Like I think the stress from work then made me just not want to go train. But then sometimes I just get this like surge of motivation and like I want to go train again. Like especially when we were doing that what do you call it? The sparring day when I fought our friend Kev at the gym that I trained at. So that like made a big surge of motivation for me. But yeah, it's just everything was like up and down, like just little sprints of like consistency, and then something happened and it wasn't as consistent again. So yeah, I think just a lot of that. That's why I was a bit messy last year. Yeah,
messy.
Yep.
I think for me, I was thinking about this just then. I think finding balance, that was kind of the theme this year. So towards the beginning of this year, I was very much in a very focused on career only mode.
Yeah.
For like all of my fitness, all of my like hobbies.
Yep.
Just all the fun and everything in life, I was very much deprioritizing it. And then kind of hit a good place, I guess, with like career stuff about halfway through the year.
Yep.
Found a new job and everything. So very much the second half has been just trying to rebuild the rest of life. So I restarted like going to jiu-jitsu again. It's been like, it was good to be back in the routine, seeing friends a lot more, trying to like cook again. And then like restarted like learning to do music. I've always enjoyed like watching people like play guitar, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So restarted recently. So, yeah.
That's good.
Found balance towards the end of the year, bro.
Yeah. I think towards the end of the year was probably a bit better for me as well. Like like a lot of just stress off my shoulders, kinda, and like also a big part of 2024 is that I bought a place with
Oh, yes,
with my
yes.
girlfriend.
Big steps.
That was where we filmed the episode with Brendan, so the previous episode, and that was probably why it was messy as well. Just in buying a house is just so stressful and there's shit going everywhere, and like me being like the slightly unorganized guy or super unorganized guy, I just have to I forget what certain things mean, and also like I need to find certain documents. I just like go through my email with like fucking 10,000 emails in there that I still got to clear out, and it was just such a messy process, and that was like probably a process that I had to go through for like good 4 or 5 months of the second half of last year, and it all worked out at the end. You know, we bought a house that was up to our standard for a decent price, and it's going to be an investment, so we won't be living in there anytime soon. But towards that tail end of 2024 was when it started getting a little bit more chill for me, and especially because we went on that holiday as well. So
you kind of settled into work. You closed out, like you finished dealing with all the like property stuff.
Yeah,
then it was all good.
Exactly. It was all good. And now I'm on day 1 of 75 hard.
Day 1.
Oh, yes,
Damn.
yes.
Yes. How's that going for you?
It's going all right, man. I still got to read 10 pages after this. Yeah, well, like a bit of story behind this one. Justin's on it, right?
I am,
Are you still on it?
I am still on it.
We haven't spoken since that day where we've all decided. So, backstory, my girlfriend's younger sister, she decided that she wants to do 75 hard. I think that's where the origin came from. And then she somehow got Joe on it. And then we had a bit of a get together at Joe's house. And then when Joe's friend, Taylor, came, she somehow got convinced. And then I got convinced. And then like everyone started coming to the get together. And then everyone got convinced one by one to do 75 hard. So
what is 75 hard for the viewers?
For the viewers, right? Look, I honestly don't think I'm the best person to explain it because I still don't know the full rule set. But look, you know about it.
I'll fill in the blanks.
You fill in the blanks, all right. So from what I know, it's like 75 days it's a 75-day challenge. Every day you gotta read, like this is just the generic definition. Every day you gotta do 10 pages of reading. Has to be nonfiction. Then you gotta do 2 sessions of exercise, 1 outdoor, 1 indoor, both at least 45 minutes each, and following a diet. So whether that's like eating organic foods, maybe if it fits your macros, organic like meat based or whatever. And what's that? What's another? Oh, and you have to drink 3 liters of water or something.
Something like
liters?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did I miss?
And then 10 pages of you said the book already.
Yeah.
I think that's it. That's everything. Yeah.
And if you fail one day, you have to restart back to 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Oh, and no alcohol.
75 consecutive days.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no alcohol as well.
Yeah, no alcohol and no drugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not a problem for us.
Yeah. Definitely not a problem for us.
For me, I'm gonna modify mine a little bit. I'm gonna
Yep.
add on. I want to practice music 30 minutes a day.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna get rid of the outdoor requirement. 'Cause
Okay.
Some days I want to do 2 classes of jiu-jitsu, bro.
Yeah, true. That's true.
But today I did a 45-minute walk/run in the morning.
Yep.
And then I went to jiu-jitsu class.
Oh, nice.
Then I did my reading already.
Yep.
And then I think I'm sorted for the day.
Damn, nice. And are you following a diet?
I am just doing calories in, calories out.
Okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
And then reading a book as well. Reading one called Destiny of Souls.
Destiny of Souls. That sounds very...
It sounds very
fiction.
fiction.
That sounds fiction,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a very interesting book that
Yeah.
my like a psychologist I was seeing like recommended.
Okay.
It was basically this guy, it's very woo-woo. It's like he does between life regressions. So this psychologist like hypnotized someone and then took them back to memories between lives.
Between lives?
Between lives.
Like reincarnation type of thing?
It's a reincarnation type of thing.
Okay.
So it's very interesting.
Yep.
I don't know what to think of it yet, but the system described in that book is very interesting.
I see. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, I wouldn't mind seeing my past life. You know, like
This is between lives, so not past lives.
future
It's
life.
like No, in between life. So like, I'll just kind of give a spoiler. It's like when you die, your soul goes back to this like kind of heavenly place,
Okay.
and then you meet up with other souls in your group,
Okay.
and then you kind of like revise, like I'll look back on your life and what happened and stuff,
Okay. Yeah.
and then you like prepare yourself, and then you reincarnate. And the
Oh.
gist of it was like every soul is kind of a piece of like a bigger like God basically.
Mm-hmm.
And the point of all of this is that you incarnate to like learn lessons, like just become a better person basically, you know, more patient, more like disciplined, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back and then you do it all over again. And then eventually this collection of souls gets smarter and smarter.
Oh,
Something like that.
interesting.
It's
Okay.
interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's
That
good.
is
That's good.
interesting.
Yeah. But it's non-fiction because I guess a psychologist wrote it, and it's like detailing supposedly real sessions
I see. Yeah.
that he like learned from his patients.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'll keep me updated on that.
I'll
one.
give you guys the spark notes when I'm done.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, like I still haven't read, but then Justin actually got us
Ah,
some
yes.
Christmas presents. And he
book's
got
over
me
there.
his book is over there, but he got me The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of him, but Edmund has, and yeah, it's also got like Oprah Winfrey. She's co-signing this book, saying The Power of Now can transform your thinking. The result, more joy right now. So pretty excited to read it because I was trying to find something to read for the 75 days. Like there are a few books over here that I could read. They're mainly Edmund's, but I think
That I haven't touched.
Yeah, oh, you haven't touched.
Nah, I've touched a few of them, but
Yeah.
there are a few of them up there that I haven't touched.
But I think, yeah, rather than me going out to buy a book and getting a bit of analysis paralysis, like, oh, damn, which one should I read for the next 75 days? I think it's really good that Justin bought me this book so I don't have to do that and procrastinate buying a book. Yeah.
Destiny, where it came just at the right time.
It is, yeah. I was going to read like the catalog or something.
The catalog.
Yeah. So you saved me with this one.
Yeah, nice.
But you also do have a Kindle Scribe that you can.
I do have a Kindle Scribe.
Yeah.
Oh, did you find it?
No.
No.
He bought me a new one.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
A better one.
Yeah.
Better
He
one.
bought me the
Nice.
bought one with the premium pen.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Leanne chipped in as well, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
younger cousin chipped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
Edmund's
it has a bit more storage.
more storage.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Because Edmund's making the big bucks now as a
Yeah.
BDI in tech
Yeah.
sales.
Yeah. That's
They're
right.
able to
That's
buy
it.
his big brother stuff now.
Any New Year's resolutions for you, Edmund?
Honestly, at this point, just to establish a consistent routine and keep that going on. Yeah. And then have a routine and stick to it. So funny thing. So not sure if you guys remember, I used to film videos, just like, and then I would say I would upload this every Tuesday, and then for some reason I just don't. I'm very inconsistent with it. And on December 31st of 2024, my mate messaged me. He was like, "Hey, I haven't seen a video of yours in a long time." I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been slacking." He was like, "You know what you need? You need an accountability partner." So what we did was we're gonna set up a day where we just video call and goal set every single week, and we're just gonna meet up
Yeah.
every single week.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's hopefully this will be transformative. I think it will be.
It will be, yeah.
Accountability partner. Because funny thing, shout out to Roland. He was my accountability partner in terms of going gym back then when I was working in the office, because he was working in the office as well, and we would go gym together. Wake up at like 5:40 in the morning, go to the gym, pump out a session, and go home, get ready, go work. And yeah, and now he's coming back into my life to save me from getting
Damn, Roland,
undisciplined from remote work.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
So it kind of sounds like the theme as well this year is kind of opposite of last year. This
Yep.
year is going to be a
Yep.
year of discipline
Yeah.
for you.
To regain my discipline
Yes. Very good.
and consistency. And also I just want to get better at sales.
Better at
Mm.
sales.
And maybe if I get good enough, get a promotion.
Mm.
But yeah,
Mm.
And a promotion would be to become an account
account executive.
executive.
Yeah.
Mm.
But who knows? I could take a different path.
Mm.
Not too sure.
Ooh.
Not too sure yet.
See where the wind takes you.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's good, bro. But for me, 2025, I do have goals on like obviously fitness now again with 75 hard. Like I said, it's been a little bit inconsistent, and do want to like follow like I want to track my macros again, start eating enough protein because I don't feel physically the best like as of now because like just not getting enough protein. I can see my away and and also cardio isn't the best. Like I reached a point I think early 2024 where my cardio was like top notch. I was running three to four times a week, going to the gym and not tiring out during like pad sessions in Muay Thai, not rolling out like not like dying in rolls in jiu-jitsu, and I do want to get back to that point and just be physically ready for anything. Like funny story in Vietnam, I went to Saigon Sports Club, which is a gym for just MMA in general. Like they do everything there, and they've also got like a actual bodybuilding gym there. But I did a Muay Thai session, like a PT there with one of the trainers there, and I think by the second round, I was just trying to stay alive. Like my cardio was just so off, and the Vietnam humidity doesn't help as well. I was just like so fucked. And if I look back at my technique as well, like I would like throw across and like my hand would drop, and I'm like, like it was just terrible because my cardio was just so off, and I just don't want to feel that again. So want to get my cardio back up. Like so just a lot of physical fitness stuff that I want to sort out, and like want to grow this podcast, man. Like it's like I'm very thankful of the viewers that like we have right now and the people listening, but I think I do want to grow it a lot more and increase our Instagram following and also focus a lot more on growing our YouTube as well. We've like gained a decent amount of views like over the past few episodes, and I think at the time of this recording we've got about like 33 subscribers, and I think I want to get that to 500 at least.
Nice. By the end of the year.
By the end of this year.
Very achievable. I feel like it took a while for us to like hit our rhythm and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're pretty comfortable like talking on the pod now. I feel like we've got a good like dynamic. So
yeah.
Same, bro. Same.
Yeah. And I think I've reached a point now with the editing stuff, because like prior to this podcast, the last time I ever edited a video was for like an assignment in like year 7 or something, and I was using Windows Movie Maker, and like entering this like world of editing was just like so fucking new to me. And I think I've reached a point now where I can express some of my creativity. Like as you can see with our shorts and stuff, I like to add in some memes and like some funny sounds and all that. So like I've gotten to that point. Like I'm not a pro yet, right? But I've gotten to the point where I can start like putting my creativity onto like the video, onto the reels at like at a certain extent. So I want to just keep doing that because I do find it quite fun. A little bit time consuming, but I do find it quite fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good because like when you produce, it's a lot better than just consuming, eh?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Oh, and also you said, hopefully you'll get a promotion. Like just a bit of background as well on how our podcast like runs and the socials. Like I do most of the like Instagram stuff, so the reels, captions, and like all that stuff. Like I do the editing as well. And Justin, he helps supply the equipment and some of the technical fucking troubles that we have with the
ideas
audio.
guy.
He's the ideas guy, right? And he comes and shares his wisdom with you guys. And like Edmund, he is our marketing intern. So
yeah, I'm a marketing intern.
Yeah, we had a team meeting a couple months ago. We were like shifting responsibilities because I did need some help like running the socials and all that. So Edmund stepped up as the marketing intern. So sometimes you do see him post some stories and shit, and him talking into the camera. And I think I think I might be ready to promote you to marketing assistant.
Wow, marketing assistant. Well, what different roles does that entail?
Same pay.
Well, yeah, same
Nothing.
pay. Same pay. Yeah. Same pay, except that you can update your LinkedIn with marketing assistant.
Marketing assistant or Backdoor Banter. How good.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but my goals with the marketing assistant now I definitely do need to post a lot more often, and interact with the customers a bit. I'm thinking,
customers?
I mean, not the customers, our audience, our fans, and thinking of like posting, maybe day in the lives. I think day in the lives would be good because
I think it'll be good.
I
too.
think, right now we can throw a bunch of shit at the camera and just like we can tell you to do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, the proof has to be in the pudding, and we should be leading by example because actions speak louder than words. At the end of the day, so and this would go into me building a consistent routine as well.
Yeah.
Just film a day in the life, because if I film a day in the life, I have to be disciplined because I'm not gonna upload it. I was undisciplined, and it would not be good. So that would definitely help.
Yeah. So it's like
Hand in hand.
our current Instagram page, like we typically only post reels from our podcast and like announcements and all that stuff. Like here and then I'll probably do like a meme or something, like the chill guy meme that I did. But I was thinking as well, like in the back of my head, like, oh, maybe we can make another Instagram page where we can like basically post whatever we want, like day in the lives. If we want to post maybe a jiu-jitsu session, like we'll do a training session together, we can do some B-roll, like just to showcase a bit more of our personality, like outside of the podcast, because sometimes we do talk about some serious shit, but also like we want to show you like what we do and we practice what we preach,
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that? Like,
it's definitely going to be good because, at the end of the day, like people that don't know us too well, they want to see what we're up to. And maybe some people think that like, oh, these guys aren't that disciplined, but we got to show them, man.
Yeah, but also like it shows that was the whole thing with our podcast anyway. Like we're not the perfect guy. We're not the fucking David Goggins. We slip up, bro. We slip up, and but the all you gotta do is just pick yourself up again and just fucking try again, right? So we make those mistakes and we end up in little shitty rabbit holes that we don't want to be in. But yeah, as long as like we bounce back and show people that we're not perfect and that. So that's the whole thing.
Very true, bro.
Yeah.
That sounds like good. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll call it like BTS, like behind the scenes, Backdoor Bands, or Backdoor Bands behind the scenes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you guys can think of a good, a good Instagram handle, a good channel name for that, like channel that we're talking about, or that whole portion that we're talking about, leave it in the comments below, and you might win, like that. You might win some Backdoor Banter stickers.
Oh, true.
Yeah. It's just a bit of a sneak peek. This one right here, it's a bit butchered right now because but you'll win some exclusive Backdoor Banter stickers if you come up with a good name that we actually choose.
We'll drive to your house.
We will drive to your house.
Throw it in your window.
Yes, we do have like 2 viewers in Cambodia though, so like
We'll make it happen.
we'll make it happen, bro.
My girlfriend's parents are from Cambodia. I think they might go back soon, so I'll get them to deliver it.
Hell yeah,
Nice,
dude.
nice.
All right, nice.
I think my goals for this year, I want to more of the same. I found my balance.
Yep.
I want to like run with it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten a bit fat. I want to drop I want to, through jiu-jitsu, because I feel like I'm not as sharp in jiu-jitsu again.
Yep.
I want to get really sharp again, and I want to drop my weight so that I'm like a bit of a just fit, bro.
You're ready to go.
I
Yeah,
want like 76, maybe get to 72,
Okay.
71. Also want to start uploading like my music stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I will set for that channel.
Yeah.
After 75 hard, I will make one video of me singing and playing the guitar.
Oh shit! No
Nice.
way,
Yeah.
for real.
Yes.
Damn.
I'll post it on it.
Damn.
Oh, you post it on Backdoor Bands or post it on your Instagram?
No,
I'll
the
post
other
it on
channel.
that.
If we do
Oh,
that
yeah,
second channel.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll post it on
Singing
channels.
and guitar.
Yes,
Damn,
it's gonna
bro.
be hard, bro.
Damn, you're going Filipino mode. That's crazy, bro.
Filipinos.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of videos of Filipinos singing.
Yeah. I don't know
singing
how
and
you're
playing
gonna
the
compete with
guitar.
them, bro, because they're
Yeah.
fucking good. Like I swear they're like born with a ukulele or something.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Is Bruno Mars Filipino?
He is. Yeah,
fucking
he is.
Filipino, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You should go ask Mark Nang for some help.
I just hand him my guitar. We just like start like playing.
No, but I reckon you'll do well, bro. I've heard you sing at karaoke. You know, it's like it makes me not want to sing because, like, you can just hear how bad the voice is in contrast. You know, yeah.
Too much, bro. You're buttering me up. Damn. Any other big plans for the coming year?
I'll probably keep it simple for now.
Yeah.
I don't wanna bite off more than I can chew. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
We're going to Europe in
Oh,
you guys
yes.
are, yeah.
in July. That'll
We
be a
are
lot of
going
fun.
Europe. Yeah, that's gonna be a big trip, bro. A month. Are you going for a month as well? Because
It was a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
Mm.
money.
A lot of money. So I think a lot of this year is going to be just
Yeah.
sitting at home, saving, cooking a lot more. Try to just try to save up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you can set up a Patreon.
A
Yeah.
Patreon.
For your
Please
Europe
fund
trip.
my Europe trip.
Yeah, please, guys, please. Yeah, that'll be good fun, man. Like, it's I don't even know if the group's that big. Like, I'm so kind of confused on who's going because we've had to chop up the itinerary a little bit because of conflicting schedules, and then like we're kind of basing this whole trip off Tomorrowland as well. Like, it revolves around Tomorrowland, kind of. So there are 2 different weekends. Some people like weekend 2, but we want to go weekend 1. So yeah, there's a big group of us, but also it might turn into a little group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll be good fun, man.
Yeah.
That'll be a
Sure,
big
we'll
trip.
figure it out.
Yeah. What else do I plan for 2025, bro? Personally, besides the fitness stuff, I think. Oh fuck.
Any
Yeah.
combat sport goals, or is that more just a way to get to the fitness goals?
Combat sports goals, I think it's more like jiu-jitsu specific now. Like, 'cause-
Oh, yeah. Wow.
well, not really, because like the first goal that I can think of would be to get my fucking first stripe. Right? 'Cause I was meant to go grading.
You were up for it.
I was, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I didn't have time because then we were going on holidays.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Grading
yeah,
was the
yeah.
same week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same week.
damn.
Yeah. So I couldn't do it. So I want to get my first stripe. That's why I'm saying it's jiu-jitsu focused, because I think that's the next big goal combat sports wise. Like, get my first stripe. Like, very overdue for that. And I think just
Would you compete in jiu-jitsu?
I don't know, man.
It's
Like,
definitely a lot lower risk than like a kickboxing fight.
true, but
I feel like your fight last year was more intense than a competition would be.
and that was only like an in-house sparring thing where
Oh,
we go
true, true.
100% as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think that was more intense than a jiu-jitsu comp, like a white belt jiu-jitsu comp?
It would be, because with that, all eyes are on you. But in like a jiu-jitsu comp, there's like, I don't know, 8-10 mats that everyone is
Yeah.
like dispersed over.
Hmm.
But really depends.
I don't know. I just don't know if I'm at that level yet, because like the only time I ever submit people at the gym is like when they're a bit lighter than me, you know? So I don't know yet. Maybe need to brush up some wrestling, but
See how you feel after the first strike.
yeah, exactly. I see how I feel, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, I only like started rolling again like when we came back from Vietnam. I went to go train, and the rolls felt alright, but I just don't know how I'll match up with someone like my size. And yeah, at a comp, but we'll see. Potentially. But like Muay Thai wise or striking wise, yeah, just want to get back into like sparring again, because that was something that I've avoided for a long time, or maybe a good 2-3 months, because I got elbowed in jiu-jitsu. Like, my nose, the bridge is still a bit fucked, and I haven't gone to get an X-ray, so I'll get an X-ray first, see how it is. And I've avoided sparring because like I thought it was all good after 2 weeks, and I got hit in the nose like 2-3 times, and I'm like, no, this feels fucked again. So yeah, I want to get back into sparring, but I need to go get a doctor's referral to an X-ray first, because I don't want my nose to be like you know Marab. Yeah, his nose is fucked. I don't want to look like that, bro. So yeah, I do want to get into back into sparring if I can safely do so. So that's one thing striking wise. Yeah, man. But
That's good.
yeah, what else haven't we spoke about? Like, so we've covered our goals and all that, and yeah, like what I guess one thing was we wanted to get more guests onto the podcast as well. Yeah. So we have some ideas on like guests, and the episode before this we got a guest on, Brendan, and he was a fantastic first guest. But we do want to start getting more guests on, and we have a few in mind that we probably won't hint right now, but we do have a few in mind, like just in case we say it and we don't end up choosing them. It gets a bit awkward, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have a few in mind, but like maybe you guys can also tell us like what type of guests you want to see on the channel, like whether they're similar.
Or if you have a recommendation.
Yeah,
you
or
can
recommendations, right?
Just tell them to shoot us a DM, and we'll hopefully maybe make it happen.
We'll make Tom Cruise happen.
We'll make Tom Cruise happen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you guys were all right with having some more guests on the podcast as well, right?
This would be good.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we had like 10 episodes, I think, or 9 episodes, or 10 episodes last year.
Yep.
To kind of find our bearings, and I think guests would like really spice things up.
Yeah, man. And I think we obviously our podcast is all about like self-improvement and stuff, but I think Brendan, the first guest, like really encapsulates, like his personality really encapsulates that like self-improvement shit. Like if you were to take like that self-improvement circle and like just chuck it into a human, I think like he encompasses that. But it's not just about, cold showers, waking up at 6 a.m. and turning vegan and all that shit. Like there are other parts of self-improvement that we do talk about, like how to be good at sales, or like being better at sales, and how that will impact your life in a positive way. Or it could be, being disciplined in a certain martial art. So like all those things like are aspects of being the better version of yourself. And we'll probably get like more specialists like that, right? Because we do talk about like martial arts a lot and how that helps us. And then we'll probably get someone who is like a martial arts trainer, or like their life revolves around martial arts. Or maybe we'll get a very good salesperson onto the podcast and tell us what he likes about sales, because sales is something that you should learn. So yeah, we'll get a bunch of different guests that like won't just tell you to wake up at 6 a.m. and take a cold shower and stuff.
100%. Because there's like personal growth everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be like a better a better friend, a better son or whatever, or better chef.
Yes.
We can get a chef on.
We can get a chef on, yeah.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I do have a chef in mind, but I don't know if I want to say his name in case he,
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. Asian Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. But I don't know. I think that wraps up for today's episode, eh?
I think so.
Yeah, we've gone on and rambled on for a while, and hope you guys enjoyed us catching up today, and hope you enjoyed some of the stories we shared, and I hope you guys are excited for 2025, because big things will be happening, and we'll make it happen together.
Yes,
Best
sir.
wishes in 2025.
All right.
Happy New Year.
And a happy New Year.
See you guys next episode.
Exactly. See you guys next episode. Laters.